Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. We are back at it again with a protective style. This time it's from Kinkistry hair. If you want to see how I achieve this look, stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna get straight into it. You see that I parted the back. I just did two big cornrows, and then the front, I didn't want to braid it down until I knew if I wanted a middle part, a side part. This is a unit that I made literally maybe 6 or 7 years ago from Kinkistry hair. I do have other videos on this wig. I will be sure to leave below in the description box. But I did personally bleach this hair to match the color of my hair now. And as you guys could see or will see, the hair does bleach nicely. I had no shedding, no breakage. It turned out amazing. The curls were still popping, sis. Yes, they were. So here I'm just parting my hair. I decided to do a middle part. I don't want to leave too much hair out, but I have to leave a decent amount out. So that's what I'm doing here now. I already have my combs installed in the wig. So if you do want to see how I did that, again, I do have another video, which I will leave below in the description box. So now I'm just preparing the hair. You'll see me use Nature's Little Secret leave-in conditioner. It's their strawberry leave-in conditioner. I will also leave that below in the description box. I'm using Pattern Edge Control. I will also leave that below in the description box, and I'm using their little edge brush as well. Just trying to sleek it down. And it's hard for me to braid with my nails, but you know, that's why we're doing the big chunky braids. And since it's curly hair, you don't have to like do small braids with this hair, thankfully. So I'm just trying to do these big chunky braids. So basically you'll see me end up having just 4 braids. Now I am going to bobby pin these braids back just so that they are out of the way. I don't know why I'm making this part so complicated. It's really not. I'm just putting the bobby pin and pinning it to the other back braid. Here's how the wig looks on the inside. I just have the combs. I don't have the clip combs. I just have the ones that you just stick in the braids. Now this part is completely option. I like to use a wig cap or a stocking cap just to prevent any snagging if there happens to be some. So you don't have to put that on top of your hair, but I prefer to anytime I'm wearing a wig, even if it's a half wig or a U-part wig, it doesn't matter. Now, of course, because I customize this wig for myself, it fits perfectly. So I'm just sticking the comb there. I have a comb on the side. I'm just sticking it in my hair. Y'all see them curls though? And this is like when I first bleached, actually this is the second time I bleached this hair, because this hair used to be like a brownish color. And then when I went lighter with my real hair, I figured I had to brighten this hair up. So this is giving me life. I love these curls. And I'm just showing you that how I have it is if the wind blows, it doesn't look too crazy. Of course, it's a half wig, so it's not, or a U-part wig, so it's not like you can put it in a ponytail. But if the wind happens to blow and they expose my edges, the wind is not letting me be great, then I just want to make sure it doesn't look too crazy. So that's why I'm still laying my edges on the side. Of course, that part is also completely optional, but I figure if a little bit is exposed, it will be more distracting if your edges are laid. But that's just my personal preference. Now when it comes to laying the baby hairs, there's no trick. Everyone does it differently. Some people do a lot of baby hair, some people do a little bit of baby hair. You pretty much just have to do what works for you, sis. Whatever you think looks good, do that. And if you don't like to lay your baby hairs at all, don't. There is no rules to these games. It's your hair. Live your best life. Okay, so now we are trying to see how that middle part is going to look. I don't know why I speak in third person. I am sorry, but that's just what we do here today. Of course, it would be amazing if we could just have that middle part, or not that middle part. It would be amazing if we could just go ahead and slide that real hair underneath, but no ma'am, sis, we're not doing that today. So I'm just still trying to make sure it looks okay with the middle part. Wishful thinking, I was hoping it was going to work out, but no, not at all. Okay, so now that I know the middle part looks good, we are going to prepare our leave out, make sure it blends, fix our part, make sure we're hiding all of the tracks, and make it look as pretty as possible. All right, so since my hair is dry, of course we want to wet it. This is some leave-in aloe vera spray that I made myself. Now, even though this texture is kinky curly, it's not exactly like my real hair. It's a little bit looser. So we're gonna have a little bit of work to do. That's the only downside with U-part wigs, is it has to blend with perfection. I mean, it doesn't have to, but I'm extremely OCD. Now this is some Rizzo's curl spray that works amazing on curly hair. I won this in a giveaway. I don't have their information, but I'm sure I could find it and just leave it below in the description box. It works perfect for curly hair. I haven't seen them use it on kinky hair, so I'm just primarily putting it on my Kinkistry hair. And of course this hair was already popping before, but you know, we want to make sure it's extremely moisturized, that it's giving life to everybody. Another good thing about Kinkistry hair is you don't really have to diffuse it and do the blow dry thing with this hair. It just ends up being really big and beautiful without having to diffuse it. But of course, if you want that look, you can definitely do that as well. So I'm just scrunching it, showing you guys the difference. Now it's time to blend it with our real hair. On a day where I actually have time, I would let this air dry, but you'll see in a few minutes that I do not have time. I actually had somewhere to go, so I ended up having to use the blow dryer. But I'm taking a little bit of my hair, and I am using some leave-in conditioner, and I am twisting it like a twist out with the Kinkistry hair. So the reason why you want to do that is because it is going to make the Kinkistry hair and your real hair the exact same pattern. So you just take it, the smaller the pieces, the better. So you're just gonna twist it up, twist it up. Again, you don't want it to be too big, you want it to be a decent size, almost the size of the natural curl. So I'm just doing a twist. And you could almost leave it like that, to be honest with you. But of course, no. That's you know, we're not doing that. So we're moisturizing the hair again on this side, basically doing the exact same thing on this side as we did with the other side. Look at them curls, y'all. I'm telling you, them curls are just popping. The Kinkistry, woo! Sis did a good job with the Kinkistry hair. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly which Kinkistry hair this is. I think it's Koilistics or something like that, but don't worry, I will leave it below in the description box, or it will probably be in the title. So again, we're just taking small pieces of our real hair, we are twisting it with the Kinkistry hair, basically doing a twist out. And I started getting lazy, so some of these pieces were kind of big. All right, now we're all done. Part's looking good, leave out's looking good. Nicely twisted with the Kinkistry hair. Now we're gonna blow dry it on a regular day. I would just let this air dry overnight, one of the two. But since sis has somewhere to go, we are going to use a blow dryer. You won't get the best results doing this, I'll be honest with you. I think it looks so much better when you actually let it air dry. And the reason why is because you'll see at the end it was not completely dry and I had somewhere to go. If you've ever done a twist out before and you left with your hair not completely dry, you already know what I'm talking about. I'm just blow drying it, trying to make sure it's as dry as it possibly can be. And the heat is also going to kind of lay the leave out, basically that black part of my hair, it will flatten it just a little bit. So as you can see, it's looking good when I'm taking it out. It's looking good, not great, but it is looking good. Now just imagine if I would have actually let this dry, it would be even better. So there are going to be some pieces that are a little bit more frizzy, so I'm going to have to play with that a little bit and make it look nice. See that piece right there in the front? It's going to drive me crazy. That's basically what I'm saying right now. So, no, I didn't. It's not the end of the world. It still actually looks really good. But this is the final look. Again, sis, if you let it air dry or actually dry all the way, it will look bomb. But that piece right there, I ended up hiding a little piece of it and it wasn't bad at all. But overall, it was cute. Turned out great. Kinkistry is one of my favorite curly hair companies, so make sure you guys check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at hairvolutions.